Hey everyone, it's Mojaxx back in the DJcity UK lab. Today we are quickly revisiting a product which I first reviewed almost 2 years ago, the Denon DJ MCX8000, a 4-channel Serato DJ controller, which also has 2 channels of standalone playback. So there are 2 USB ports on there. You can just plug in a USB stick and perform without a computer hooked up at all. Now, when this shipped, it shipped with engine software from Denon DJ, fairly limited software at the time. And then a year later or so, out comes the Prime series with the accompanying Prime software, Engine Prime. Now, I'm a big fan of the Prime series. I really love the SC5000 players and the 1800 mixer. That's really, really dope stuff. But in a way, the MCX8000 did then start to fall behind because it wasn't compatible with Engine Prime. Now though, we have got beta firmware from Denon DJ for the 8000. Let's take a look. I was pretty impressed with the MCX8000 when I first reviewed it. It was and remains Denon DJ's flagship Serato DJ controller, and it works superbly well with the software. It seems to have developed a loyal following, particularly amongst mobile DJs who really dig the large pro-looking size, great sound quality, and comprehensive inputs and outputs. At the time of release though, the standalone playback was a nice bonus, but fairly limited. The engine preparation software wasn't a lot to write home about either. Then in early 2017, Denon DJ dropped the Prime series gear, which came with the much improved Engine Prime software, but that wasn't compatible with the MCX8000. So it was understandable that a lot of users were rather disappointed by that. However, it may have taken a while, but about a month ago, Denon DJ announced a beta program for new firmware for the 8000, and I thought it's significant enough that it's worth a quick look. The headline is that you can now prepare USB drives in Engine Prime, and they can be used on the MCX8000 with all your cues, loops and playlists and crates intact. You can also see the beat grids from Engine Prime, and Denon DJ have added the ability to slide those and align them on the device. Why is that important? Well, now they've added quantize to the unit, so by pressing the beat grid adjust button, you can switch quantizing on or off and select between eighth, quarter, half and 1 beat quantizing. And not only does that allow for quantizing of cues and loops, but it also enables beat sync rather than just tempo sync. There are a bunch of tweaks to performance and preferences like the mic attenuation, but one less obvious feature which I love is that the platter LEDs reset to 12 o'clock when you hit a cue point. That is the same behaviour as in Serato DJ, and as most users will be using the MCX8000 in both controller and standalone modes at different times, it's great to have that consistency across the two. A quick note on performance, yes, this is beta firmware, up to the 8th version or so at the time of making this video, but it was completely stable and reliable in my testing. But that doesn't mean you should be using it for important gigs, of course. Save that for the final release. It is easy enough to roll back to the previous firmware if you want to have a play around in your downtime though. So there you go, a brief look around the beta firmware for the MCX8000. You know, there is always controversy around the end of lifing of products, you know, when stuff gets depreciated and support dries up for something, that's always going to be a problem for some people. And in many respects, although I have sympathy for anyone who owns the earlier Denon products, the pre-Denon DJ products, you know, that stuff is really old. It doesn't have a lot of horsepower under the hood, and eventually that is going to start dropping off, of course. But the MCX8000 is still a current product for Denon DJ, and it is still a very contemporary Serato DJ controller. It works beautifully with Serato DJ Pro. So it was a bit of a shame that, you know, Prime came along last year and the MCX8000 didn't support it right away. I thought that was a bit of a disappointment, but I'm really glad that Denon DJ have now got that together. The fact that you can use Engine Prime and prepare a stick and then use it in the SC5000 players, also use it in the MCX8000, I think that's really important. And they've done a lot of extra sort of tweaks to the functionality of this thing and the performance overall to make this beta firmware, you know, really push this to kind of another level. It has leveled up in many respects, and that's great. So yeah, as always, with any beta firmware or software, if you've got mission critical, important gigs coming up, don't mess with it. You know, if you want to install it and then roll back to the older firmware, you can do that. But you know, if you need to play it safe, play it safe. Don't jump in, let other people do that testing for you and wait till the final release comes along. It shouldn't be too long now. But yeah, ultimately, it's a really exciting update for the MCX8000. Keeps this thing contemporary, keeps this thing rolling forward, and I think that's very important, and I'm glad that Denon DJ have done it. Thank you for watching today. Make sure you subscribe for all our future tips, tricks and product reviews. I'll see you soon.